Good morning. It is Thursday, April 16th, and this is The Drill. Thank you very much. I'm Ron, your host and the only true conservative in the United States today. I don't take my cues from the left, and I will not pretend to be neutral. I will not simply give you the facts and let you decide. I'm partisan, and I'm here to convince and persuade. I will tell you what to do, where to go, and how to hang your laundry. I created this podcast to answer the question most asked by conservatives, namely, what can I do? My podcast is short, approximately 5 to 10 minutes long, because shorter podcasts are easier to download and listen to, and shorter podcasts force me to get to the point. I've been listening to conservative talk radio since 1989. I've grown up in a socialist household and have seen the destructive effects of socialism up close and personal. My podcast is made available through Spreaker and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. Today, what can I do? Quote of the day, authority via COVID-19, and we problems. All that when I come back. Thank you. What can I do? Remember that the biggest and most effective bulwark against socialism is the family. Furthermore, the orders to stay home do more to strengthen the bonds of the family than strengthen the power of the government. Next up, quote of the day. Thank you very much. The quote of the day comes from Aristotle. Quote, "He who wishes to learn must believe." Unquote. Next up, authority and COVID-19. Thank you. About authority in the COVID-19. Most Americans are cooperating with so-called orders to stay home. There are two angles to this situation, the health angle and the political angle. The health angle is the province of the individual American, period. Each American must decide for themselves what is best for their health. The political angle is to bluff, to pretend to have power, to appear to be in charge, and to do so for the sake of re-election and prestige. The politicians think that if they ask for the people to respond voluntarily, they will ignore the suggestion, so the politicians turn it into an order in the hopes of bluffing the people into cooperation. Coming up, we problems. Thank you very much. We problems beget the creation of prevention statutes by government. Prevention statutes necessarily violate the rights of citizens. Statistics beget we problems, which beget prevention programs, which necessarily violate the rights of the citizens. It's foundational. A news agency will write up an article that identifies a particular societal problem. A governmental agency will commission a study in order to get statistics on the problem. A politician will then use the statistics to verbalize a we problem. What should we do about this problem? The politician then announces the creation of a prevention program, which in turn necessarily violates the rights of the citizenry. For instance, a newspaper writes a story that identifies a homelessness crisis. The mayor then creates a committee to study homelessness. The committee creates a report that is complete with various statistics, how many people are homeless, etc. And the politician calls a press conference to demand to know what we are going to do to prevent homelessness. The politician and his colleagues then create a bill to prevent homelessness. The bill then authorizes the government to intervene in citizens' lives to prevent homelessness by violating their independence, rights, and reasonable expectations of its citizens. The true conservative should not be fooled. No matter how many reports politicians create and statistics that they generate, there are no we problems and no collective solutions. Back in a minute. Thank you very much. Who is the true conservative? He's the person that has the courage of his convictions and is confident in what he knows. He's the person that understands that cultural conservatism is more important than political conservatism. He's not selfish, but minds his own business. He acts like an adult. He's patriotic and uses common sense. He expresses what he knows and does so with a certainty. He makes judgments, refuses to speculate, speaks clearly and definitively, and is not afraid to say no. He's open-minded, asking why rather than why not. He is consistent, credible, and influential, not ashamed of his existence, unafraid to learn or correct his mistakes. In essence, he is a normal American, and he is better than the socialist. He's a better friend, father, brother, family member, and a better person, period. You have to know that. If you don't know with every fiber of your being that being a true conservative is best, then you're wasting your time. And that brings me to the end of another episode of The Drill. Remember that the left has no authority, no power, and they can't win. Think about it.